Hello everyone, my name is Jovin Thomas, and this is my gold points project for Project Zero for CS61B. In this video, I will show and explain to you the story of Pluto's revenge. This story begins in the year 1543 with Nicholas Copernicus and his heliocentric theory of the solar system. At the time, the solar system was thought to look like this: the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Humans' understanding of the world was premature and not complete. As you can see in this depiction, there are only 4 planets that are revolving around the Sun. And this is a heliocentric theory. As time progressed and humans discovered new parts of the solar system, we created a modern depiction of the galaxy we call home. In this depiction, there were 9 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and of course, Pluto. In this depiction below, there are a total of 9 planets. To do this, I added 4 more planets to the planets text file and changed their masses and changed the expositions of the planets in ascending order so that they correspond to their respective locations on the solar system model. In addition, since we know that the planets do not follow an exact circular or elliptical orbit, I decided to create a unique, more realistic paths for each planet. Some of the more obvious path changes are to Mercury, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. For those planets, to create orbit paths to what they look like in real life, I edited their x velocities and y velocities. And if you follow Pluto and Neptune's paths closely, you can see that I made sure the paths cross at least once, just like they do in real life. Now back to the story. August of 2006 was a sad day for Pluto and the world. On that day, the International Astronomical Union downgraded the status of Pluto to a dwarf planet. Pluto was so sad since he was no longer a planet and was kicked out of the solar family. Now people of Earth will be taught that Pluto is no longer a planet. This made Pluto very angry. Now he wanted to take revenge. This depiction of the solar system now does not include Pluto. And to do this, I just created a new text file that didn't include Pluto. Okay, now back to the story. For the next 1,000 years, Pluto was plotting its revenge on the solar system. In the year 3020, Pluto used up all its might and pushed through its gravitational orbit and knocked into Neptune, causing a gravitational shift in the Milky Way. By doing this, Pluto will now act like the new sun and control the solar system. But Pluto was not done there. It wanted to destroy the galaxy as we knew it. Pluto launches each planet out of the solar system, one by one. Once Pluto sees Jupiter and Sun, it gets even madder and wants to toy with them, since they are the largest objects in the galaxy. So Pluto forces them into its own orbit and launches them like the other planets. Finally, Pluto sees Earth. Those are the people who threw Pluto out of the solar family. With a one last push with all its might, Pluto pushes Earth as well as itself out of the galaxy. And that is the story of Pluto's revenge. As you can see in the depiction, Pluto hits all the larger planets slowly. And when he gets even mad, he toys with Jupiter, as you can see there, and then launches it in a second. And then he sees the Sun and does the same, much slower since the Sun is even larger. Then it sees Earth and launches it. In this depiction, in order to create the collisions, I added a few new physics formulas relating to elastic and inelastic collisions. In the body extreme class, I used them accordingly in the NBody extreme class as well. In addition, I wanted to simulate a total collapse of the solar system. However, I wanted the planets to collide with Pluto, launching in a specific manner. In order to implement this, I needed to change the forces that Pluto exerted on the other planets. For this to be done, I then increased the mass of Pluto since its initial mass was so small. This helped me implement the part of the story where Pluto toys around with the Sun and Jupiter, as well as launch the bigger planets. Thank you for watching and listening to the story of Pluto's revenge. And remember, never mess with Pluto.